All right, the week is drawn to a close and got some new harps in the mail. Here we have some harps from Russian Maker Sisyuk. And for the sake of brevity, let's cut this open. Lots of unboxings today, lots of harping today. I have the day off, so what do we see here? We have a knife and a pair of scissors. We'll get the mic over here close. Our volume may suffer slightly, but when I go to play them, I'll move the mic closer. I'll get rid of that. I'm seeing a box. This one's opening easy. One of these packages about school me. I should have 30 harps here from Maker Sisyuk. 10 of the Spark, 10 Delta, and 10 Igoda. Put in a small order. It's kind of a test. I've never had these before, so we gonna see what we got. Got caffeine going. I don't drink caffeine during the normal work week, but when the week's at its end, that's when I shine caffeine-wise. We have 3 packages here. Spark, Delta, and Ingoda. I may be pronouncing these correctly. I may not. They are taped all the way around. It looks like they're stacked, probably in an alternating fashion. We'll start with the cheapest one here. Where you want to be. Love my little scissors, but I wish the ends were just a touch sharper. I can feel the reed triggers on these. There we go. Now we're cooking over burning garbage. That's probably not a very good analogy. I'm a little bit weird in the morning times, as those who know me can attest to. Do I get extra points for using the word attest in a sentence? Okay, I'm seeing very, very small Vargan with a very decent level of polish. A nice reflective. Ooh, that is a pretty trigger. Let's come up here. Let's come up here where we can see, where we can hear. I've never played a Sisyuk before, so this will be new. I'm seeing, very, very reasonable gaps. These are not an expensive harp. See how they close. Decently, consistently, especially for their price. And for the outward players out there, I don't play outward, so let's see what happens. Oh, that is very, very decent, especially for a more affordable harp. Let's play a couple more of these. I don't think I'm going to play every single one. I don't know if they're tuned or not. I did not look. I don't see that a tuning has been marked on these. I don't know if they're stainless or not. I'll have to look that up. Just play a couple more. Another very decently gapped. I see they close slightly tighter on one side than the other, but that's totally expected and totally acceptable in a more affordable harp. Oh, there it is. There we go. That's closing very decently. I'm sensing a decently clean bell ring. Let's see where we are. We are sitting slightly behind the decks. There it is. I think they just need to be played just a touch. Sometimes when you stack harps, it kind of offsets the reed either forward or backward depending on how they're compressed together. There it is. That has decent melodic capabilities for decent melodic nature. Some melodic nature. I don't know how y'all want me to word it. The trained musicians out there are probably like, he ain't saying it right. Well, I may not be. I'm not a musician. I'm just a very seasoned noisemaker. Oh, there. Yeah. Ooh. I'm not getting any, maybe very, very little saturation. The abundance of the higher overtones, so there's not much crackle to them, so it leaves for a very clean tone. Ooh, these are... I'm going to be taking some of these to the 2019 NAJH Fest in Oregon. These are going to provide people with a very affordable way to have a melodic instrument. Very, very clean, very tidy tone. I'd say medium volume. Most of the time when I get harps that are really clean in tone, that have that clean, tidy, tight tone without the saturation, they're not going to be as loud as some that are screaming loud. Okay, let's move on here to the Spark. We just did the Spark. I believe the next one is the Delta. Just get a starter hole here. Little scissors. I was very pleased with those Sparks. Now, if somebody's looking for a super saturated harp, probably not for you, but if you're looking for something with a clean, very tidy tone, on the more affordable side, I would probably suggest the Spark. Come on out of there. Ooh, same. I really like that stylistic recurve trigger. Now these look to be dressed up a little bit more. The Spark were kind of plainer with grind on the inside, but the outside's being rounded. These ones have grinds on both sides. Very stylistic recurve trigger. Gaps, I'd say, are about the same. The embouchure is a little bit longer on these than on the Spark, so I'm just going to predict that they might be possibly louder. I'd say gaps are about the same, tightness-wise, tolerance-wise. Very much more stylistic this one is. We see a beak being made here on the end instead of just this cut off here. How do they play? Yeah. The crimps are very nicely done. It's a good feeling harp because of the high level of polish on them. Ooh, a little bit lower, very, very clean. Very, very nice bell ring. I'm impressed because these aren't going to be expensive instruments either. The Harpery is full of super expensive instruments. I've got a lot of affordable ones too, but I'm trying to add more of a variety for people who want a more affordable harp, especially in a... Oh, excuse me. I need a sip of tea. Especially amongst the more affordable harps. Yeah, very, very highly polished. I like the look of them. I like the feel of them. It feels very light. Triggers are very, very well done. A lot more flexible of a tongue or flexible of a reed on these Delta, I believe, are the middle ones. I've taken to having to write down what harps are. I just drew the shape of the decks so that I would know which one's which. I do so many unboxings. It's a good time for unboxings. Let's try another one. Very nice. I keep using the word tidy. I don't know if you can actually use that to describe a harp, but I would say yes, the tone on it is very tidy, very clean. Not a lot to any in the background. Very, very good bell ring for a lower cost instrument. Let's come down here. We're going to unbox the last of them. I didn't play every single one. They all seem to be very similar amongst make and sound. We'll just get these going. I believe these are like a 4-bend. I would refer to this as a 3-bend pattern because we have 2 bends on the outside around one central radius. I believe these are a 4-bend pattern, resulting in a more triangular looking frame. In the past, I've made both 3 and 4-bend patterns. I don't know what everyone else calls them. That's what I want to call it. Because literally, you make that number of bends. There we are. Larger triggers on these. See how much more stylish trigger. A little bit of plastic wrap on there. This 4-bend pattern I'm talking about, we have 2 outside bends, 2 inside bends here. All these look like to be made out of the same steel stock. The gaps, all of them seem to be gapped very similarly. With this slip back in front of us. Nice to hold. Good level of polish. We'll do just for the thumbnail. I'll do this. I've taken to freezing the shot or just doing a screenshot of my video so it helps to have a thumbnail where I'm not moving because I'm always constantly moving around. It's kind of a size comparison of the instruments. But back to the task at hand. Good gaps. Compresses about the same as the rest of them, semi-consistently, which is good. Big, stylish recurve. A little bit stiffer than the last one we did. This is the Ingoda. Same nice, clean, tidy bell ring. The tips of these are done a little bit differently. Each of these tips are different. The spark is just kind of cut off and polished. This is cut off, and then we have it rounded in this dimension, and also rounded from that dimension. The delta, here we have it ground down like a beak. Let's oil these. After this, I'll be oiling, inventorying, and doing one more. I'm shooting one more unboxing today. I'll play 2 more of these. Same shape. I'm seeing a little bit tighter of a gap on one side on just this one. A lot more bassy. A slight amount of zh in the background, very, very faint. A little bit dirtier of an overtone, which makes it easier to work with breath-wise. Not quite as tidy as the other one. Still very, very passable. I think people are going to have a really, really good time with these. This will probably be one of my best clean tone Vargan, or my best affordable clean tone Vargan I've unboxed so far. And there are so many makers out there. I'm going to be unboxing a lot more. So I'm going to give, for the price range these are in, I'm going to give these pretty high marks. Okay, we'll play one more. It seems like the Ingoda have a lot more of a variety within the build. I'm getting a lot. Some of them are deeper, some of them are more mid-rangey. Yes, I use the word mid-rangey in a sentence. We're at 15 minutes. We're gonna have to wrap this up. I try to keep the unboxing short, especially when it's only an unboxing of 30 instruments. We'll play this one. Lastly, stronger of a tone, stiffer of a reed, coming up a lot of times, especially in any given model, as you drop down in pitch. I think I'm using pitch correctly. As you drop down in pitch or frequency, you have that slower sound wave, so it's not quite as loud. Your upper pitches are a lot of the time more screaming. For open close, there's a lot to work with on these. Test this outward. This trigger design is normally very easy for people to play outward. I'm not much of an outward player. I don't enjoy it as much, but totally legit technique. You get kind of a more distorted tone. I like them. I think people at the festival are going to be really, really content with these. Whatever doesn't sell at the festival, I'll probably be putting on the website, and I'm definitely going to be getting more in the future when I can from Master Sisyuk of Russia. Thank you, Master Sisyuk, for sending these to me. These are very, very impressive, especially for the price range, on the cleanliness and the tidiness of the tones. I very much enjoy them. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them old. I love y'all. Adios.